What's up, guys? This is Red Eye Stardust Dragon. Today, sorry about that. Today I'm bringing you my OCG heroes. Recently our locals hosted an OCG Banlist tournament, and because Stratos was at 2, I decided to play heroes. But unfortunately, I didn't have the full deck complete, so this is the current version. I probably will pick up the rest of the cards because we might do more OCG tournaments. And it's a really fun format to play around with. So anyway, I'll just get on to the deck profile. So of course you have to start off with the 2 elemental hero Stratos. This is like the sole reason why I decided to play the deck. He's your Stratos, of course. And I never bothered using the destruction effect, but it will come in handy from time to time. But since we have Feather Duster and Twin Twisters legal in the OCG format, I don't really see a reason why you have to play it. But the effect is there. My Stratos got negated 3 times, so that was a bit heartbreaking. And then you play the 1 Shadow Mist because they only have 1 Shadow Mist. You kind of want to get a summon effect because searching Mass Change is really hard unless you hard draw it, which I did a couple of times, but it's really hard to pull off the summon effect. You're looking to Hero Lives it or summon it off Summoner Monk or Goblinberg. And then the other effect is the more useful one because you're going to be using it more often than the summon effect. You play 1 Blazeman to search Polymerization. I never used the second effect. I only used the search Polymerization effect because you do play 3 fusion targets, and I side the entire Super Poly engine, although he can't search Super Poly. Searching your Polymerization can be helpful because playing something like Great Tornado can help you go for game, or going into Estriadel to dump Malicious off your hand, because sometimes you do brick with that Malicious and you can't get it to the graveyard apart from like Twin Twisters. So the searching for Polymerization is really helpful. Then lastly, for the last element of heroes, you play 2 Honest Neos. This card comes in clutch so much because this is always the last search you do because it protects your Dark Law from battle. Because I think you're more or less good on destruction effects, although there is free Dark Hole, so that's a bit problematic. But I played against Blue Eyes round 1, and this was kind of my only out to the Blue Eyes. But I did lose that matchup because of Pot of Desires banishing a lot of my stuff. So yeah. You play 3 Vision Hero Fion. This is really good with Malicious because it dumps your first Malicious in the graveyard, and if you can summon this off Goblinberg or Summoner Monk, it also gives you like a link 2. And if you have the Mass Change, you can banish that Malicious again and go to your Dark Law. So you'll have Isodes plus the Dark Law with Honest Neos in hand, hopefully, and BLS ready for your next turn. Then, because we were talking about Malicious, you do play that 3 Malicious just because it's a dark, and it's really helpful to tutor for Isodes. So that's really helpful. Then I play 3 Goblinberg to help get out Isodes. It's also really good if you ever need to go to your rank 4s, but it's mostly there to go into Isodes. Summoner Monk. I don't know about this card because it's a spellcaster, so it doesn't help you go into Isodes. But it is still quite nice to have in the deck because sometimes you do draw into those Hero Lives that you don't need because you can't use them. And summon out a Shadow Mist to get out 1 Dark Law at least. Or summon Stratos and beat over something. And then you play the 1 BLS for the Isodes target. I did banish this off Pot of Desires once, and I couldn't grab it out with Isodes, so that's kind of bad. But you have this ready for your next turn after you do all your plays, and it is really helpful for helping you beat over stuff. It's really helpful for going for game, and it's a spot removal card. For the spells, we play 3 Hero Lives. I think this is kind of mandatory. Although it does specify element heroes, this is a good starter card. I did use the effect twice to summon out a Stratos to search for something because I either had Goblin Burger hands or something. So this is a really helpful card. I didn't have the second E-Call, so I played Goatsark. That only came up once where I had to Goatsark. But if you do have two E-Call, I would recommend definitely play two E-Call. My friend was meant to give me one E-Call, but he forgot to get it, so I only had the one. The reason you play two is because you only have 6 targets, and you do end up searching them a lot, so it's only useful for like starting. You play the one Reborn. This card's like really powerful, and it does help. You can go into your opponent's graveyard if you need to, or summon this back, or use it to summon back Shadow Mist to search your Mass Change for Dark Law. It's just a really good card in general. The one poly for the target for Blazeman. Two desires because you want to go for that +1, but unfortunately this always backfired on me during the entirety of our locals. It banished my polymerization twice, so I couldn't search it off Blazeman whenever I tried to. And at one point during the second match, my second game against Blue Eyes, this banished a bunch of monsters, so whenever he used Dark Matter, it banished the rest of my monsters, and no monsters left in the deck. So it is a good card, but it backfires a lot sometimes. One Rhoda because you're mostly playing warriors. Free Mass Change to go into that Dark Law, and Divine Winds because Stratos is legal, so why not give him a Mass Change target. Mass Change 2 because this does help you get rid of Malicious from hand, and it does work on Summoner Monk if you ever need to like link with Shadow Mist to go into Isodes. 2 Twin Twisters because this is a primarily going first deck, so this helps you pop back row and end your opponent's end phase. For the traps, we have 1 Vanity's Emptiness. This came in clutch again in my last round. It's really good. 1 Judgment, 2 Strike, and 2 Warning for the Solemn package. And that's it for the main deck. There's 40 cards because I like my decks at 40. For the extra, we're playing 2 Dark Law because 2 is the sweet number, because you do need a lot of space. You don't have much space in your extra deck, so you want the 2 Dark Law because you do play 4 Mass Change and you have 4 targets, and this is the best target. 1 Anki, this never came up, but it's there as an option. 1 Divine Wind, this came up once. This can help you get more draws if you ever need to, and it is a way to contain in battle because your opponent can only attack once. But it's mainly there because it's a Mass Change target for Stratos. 1 SQ Yugioh because it's a dark. You can poly this with like Shadow Mist or Malicious. You mostly polymerization it with Malicious, and I'm citing Super Poly, so if that ever comes up, you can Super Poly it. I didn't have Shining at the time, so I played the Blast. That never came up, but there are times where I wanted Shining instead of Blast because it's a light target for your Super Poly. That's the only reason you play it. 1 Great Tornado because Stratos is in your main deck, and this can help you go for game if you ever summon it. 1 Abyss Dweller for those Lightsworn matchups. Exoton Light because it's legal and it's really good. Castel, this came in clutch because throwing back your opponent's stuff into the deck is really good, and it's a win, so you can always Mass Change to it. 1 Babusca if you ever need to wait turns. The Utopia package for beating stuff over. I don't know how viable this is because thinking about it, Honest Neos helps you do the same stuff and your opponent never expects it. So I might cut this for like better rank 4s, well, and more links, but it's there right now as an option. 1 ISO days, because it's the generic warrior link, and 1 deco talker, because you do need to play a couple of links, and they can help you go for game with the attack boost. I'm going to go into my side deck because I never do that, but you're meant to play 3 maxi, but I only had the 2, so I played a Ghost Ogre. I never sided in Ghost Ogre, but because there's 3 maxi, you side in the 3 maxi for going second. 1 Gamma Seal, this never came up, but it's there in case you ever need to get rid of problems. And then I played the other targets for the Super Poly, your Earth, your Water, and your Fire. Only there because of the Super Poly, because this card's really powerful, and it's spell speed 4, so your opponent can't chain to it. And going second, this can help you get over problematic cards. You play 3 Darko, because board wipe. 1 Twin Twister, I don't know why I have this in there. Actually, I think this was meant to be a Feather Duster, but I didn't have one, so I just sided in the 3rd Twin Twister. And then back to the front, which I never sided in. I might cut this for something else, I don't know what. But we have back to the front. So anyway, that's it for my OCG Heroes deck profile. You should probably talk to your manager at Locos and see if they can get OCG tournaments in, because it's really fun and the format is really diverse, because they hit the problem cards, not the cards that like involve the problems, because they have Dante hits over there, while we have Seer, Tour Guide, Graph, and Beatrice hits over here. So it is a really fun and diverse format. During the tournament, I didn't play against much decks that utilize the OCG Banlist effectively, but I did see a 6-slam player. So yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. This is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, out.